Hello, my dear aspirants. Welcome to my YouTube channel Crack Lakshay. In today's session, we'll start with the new thing that is current affairs. So, without any delay, let's get started. The very first question: which country did India upgrade its technical mission to a full embassy in 2025? So, it was Afghanistan. Question number two: the minutes of Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee in October 2025 noted a possible shift towards an accommodative stance because inflation fell to about what level? So the correct answer is 2.54%. That is option C is the correct answer. Question number three: India and Nepal signed an agreement in October 2025 to develop cross border transmission lines for which sector? So it was for electricity. Option B is the correct answer. Question number four: the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, launched which satellite in late 2025 as noted in current affairs report? So it was option A, that is CMS 03. So the another name was that GSAT 7R. It was launched for Indian Navy Advanced Communication Satellite. Question number five: which Indian city was designated a UNESCO Creative City of Gastronomy in 2025? It was Lucknow. Option A is the correct answer. Question number six: the Aravali Summit 2025 held in October in New Delhi focused on India's role in the world by which year? So it was by 2047. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 7: which country's prime minister visited India on October 8 2025? So it was United Kingdom. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 8: which tree service military exercise did India launched around October 30, that is 2025, along its western frontier? So it was exercise Trishul. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 9: the recent current affairs mentioned that manufacturing accounted for about what percentage of total equity FDI inflows into the India in financial year 2024 to 25? So it was 48.4%. Let's see the options. Yes, option B is the correct answer. Question number 10: the UK India Free Trade Agreements signed in July 2025 remove tariffs on which of these goods among others? So, option B, that is textiles and cars. Question number 11: the Indian government's plan to deploy small modular reactors, that is SMRS, in 2025 was connected to which sector's rising demand? So, the answer is option none of them. It was related to nuclear energy mission for Viksit Bharat. Question number 12: India's headline inflation in September 2025 dropped to approximately what level? It basically dropped to 1.54 percentage. Question number 13: which state in India hosted a major chess milestone in late October 2025? So it was basically Goa. None of the options are right. Goa is the correct answer. Goa. You can go and check also. Question number 14: India's FDI, that is equity inflow in financial year 2024 to 25, touched approximately how much in lakh crore rupees? So it basically touched 6.93 lakh crore. Mm, None of the answer is right from the options. So answer is 6.93 lakh crore. Lakh crores. Question number 15: India upgraded its diplomatic mission in which country? The first question itself was the same one. So answer is option B, that is Afghanistan and Kabul. Question number 16: which city hosted or was recognized recently as UNESCO Again, same question. Option B is the correct answer. Lucknow. Question number 17. A major economic policy shift in the India noted room for rate cuts because survey and minute shows the monetary policy stance may move from neutral to what? So it basically accommodative. Option B. Question number 18. India and Nepal's energy cooperative agreement in late October 2025 involved developing how many high voltage transmission line? Basically two. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 19. Which ministry collaborated in Aravali Summit 2025 along with Jawaharlal Nehru University School of International Studies? So the correct answer is option B, that is Ministry of External Affairs. Question number 20. As per recent update, the UK India free trade deals with finalized after how many years of negotiation? It's basically of after 3 years. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 21. The online store Abhar was launched on which platform? So option C, that is GEM, Government of E-Marketplace. Question number 22. The India launched the National Critical Mineral Mission in 2025 to build self-reliance in which domain? So the correct answer is option B, the B, that is critical minerals and rare earths. Question number 23. The new draft guideline in November 2025 by the Ministry of Coal pertains to which area? So the correct answer is option B, that is it basically pertains underground coals and lignite gasification. Question number 24. In the strategic roadmap signed between India and the US, the term 10-year roadmap refers to the cooperation in which sector? So it basically defense, that is option B, defense and strategic partnership. Question number 25. India's headline inflation in September 2025 dropped to approximately what level, enabling room for potential rate cuts? So basically it was 1.54 percentage. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 26. The weekly current affairs review for October 27 November 2025 include which of the following? So launch of CMS satellite, right, UNESCO recognition of city and a major answer, all of them. Option D. Question number 27. India signed Energy Transmission Corporation agreement with which neighboring country in late October 2025? So answer is option B, that is Nepal. Question number 28. The new online store Abhar feature handicrafts from which group? So answer is option B, that is tribal groups, self-help groups and handloom weavers. Question number 29. The draft guideline for underground coal gasification required the target coal seam to lie below how many meters? 300 meters. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 30. The National Critical Minerals Mission aims at supporting which transition? So here, green and clean energy and electronic manufacturing. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 31. Which Indian state festival is celebrated as Foundation Day on November 1? So option B is the correct answer, that is Chhattisgarh. Question number 32. The weekly current affairs roundup noted that India's portal for critical minerals was launched under which broad goal? So it was strategic self-reliance in minerals and green transition. Question number 33. The new guideline for underground coal and lignite gasification exclude which zones from the operation? So the correct answer is option A, that is eco-sensitive zones and seismic zones. Question number 34. What is the purpose of the Abhar sector via GIM? So the correct answer is option B, that is promote vocal for local, that is tribal artisans and HGs. Question number 35. Within the US India roadmap, that is 10-year, which ministry domains is prominently involved? So the correct answer is option B, that is external affairs and defense partnership. Question number 36. The term prelims, that is SNT in current affairs listing refer to topics including which of the following? So the correct answer is option D, that is all of them. Question number 37. Under the draft UCG guideline, a pilot feasibility study must be done by what kind of institution? So it is option A, that is by not option B. Option B, accredited institution, not A. Question number 38. What is the relation between critical mineral mission and India's electronic defense manufacturing goal? So the correct answer is option B, that is builds self-reliance for green energy electronics defense techniques. Question number 39. The store Abhar was launched to help which initiative? So answer is option B, that is ODOB, that is one district one product plus vocal for local. And the last question, which site featured in the weekly current affairs review as being added to the Ramsar list? So the correct answer is option A lake in India. I hope you like the question and also the content provided by me. Let's meet in the next video with a new topic. Bye bye, Jai Hind, all the best for your exam.